I'm on my way fishing, hence the Carp attire. Where else would I be going? I am, however, yeah, I'm on my way to Reading, 170 miles, not long set off, so I'm not going to be there till about 4 o'clock. It's 1 o'clock now in the afternoon, hence the light. What's even wrong with me? Yeah, I'm on my way to Reading, but I'm not on my way to Dinton. Dinton is shut till mid-June, 20th of June, I think. So Stoneacres as well, they've spawned, and my target fish Kevs has come out. Spawned out weight 43s, I think it came out at. When I was chasing it last week, it was easy 47s, 48s, so it's definitely spawned. A few marks on it and that as well. So yeah, it sort of killed both of me sort of target wars at the minute, but I have got one little backup water, which is the boating lake. Some of you might be aware of where it is, or seen me on there last winter, the winter just gone. Did a little bit of time in there, and yeah, I'm going to head back there. I've done quite a bit of time on there, to be fair, over the last few years, just in the springs and that. Never really give it a proper good hard hammering for a full season or anything. But yeah, it's about 60 acres, there's about 30 fish in there, probably only 5 or 6 of which that you really want to be catching. There's some nice fish in there, all of them are nice fish, but yeah, there's about 5 or 6 top end ones, the big one being about probably 45 to 47 pound depending on time of year, and that's the one I'm after. I have had a real nice one out of there, I've had a few out of there, but one of the real good sort of 18 fish called Twofold, real black and red, crusty old thing with a big floppy tail on it, you know, real nice fish. That was about 38 pounds, that's the first one I had out of there, mega fish. But yeah, heading back down there now, got a couple of sessions spare, so why not go and have a go? You never know, could just drop on and get on them, simple as that. You know, it happens like that sometimes, but it's not an easy lake by any stretch of imagination. None of these lakes are really that I'm fishing. Not really sort of ideal for a vlog as such. I've had a few of my mates actually say, you know, like, why don't you just go and smash it on Christchurch or smash it on St John's or something? I just think, you know, that then would be me going out my way to almost stage it for a vlog, and that's then affecting my fishing, isn't it? This is the sort of fishing that I do. I've done that in the past, you know, Christchurch and St John's and all them sort of places, and I'm very much like this now. I like a challenge. These lakes are really hard what I'm fishing, you know, Stoneacres, Dinton and this boating lake. Low stock, big pits. Well, Dinton isn't low stock, but really hard fit. 5 fish in a year's fishing hard on all 3 of these lakes is good going. You know, I've known people to blank all year on Stoneacres and Dinton and this lake. Really hard, you know. I'm not trying to almost big myself up here. I'm just trying to sort of maybe just sort of get across that what I'm doing isn't the easiest fishing, and that's what this is about, this vlog, really, to sort of show it's a different style and type of angling that some people are used to, aren't they? You know, sort of big pit, big carp fishing, if you like. Yeah, and that's what I'm doing. Hopefully I could get a fish, but you know, sometimes you just go in there thinking maybe I'll get a fish. Who knows? That's what fishing's all about, getting it wrong, getting it right, the thrill of the chase, the challenge. That's what drives me, hence why I'm driving 170 miles to fish a low stock big pit with loads of out of bounds and out of reach areas full of buoys and birds and tension, all sorts of stuff. Everything's against you, but that's what makes it hard, isn't it? You know, that's the challenge, and that's what I like. It's game on. Walking down the road, got my bad boy treads on. Woo! Never get rid of these bad boys. There we are. One magpie, you. Woo! Hello. Just thought I'd start on the back of the wind. Nice easy viewing. So if I saw one magpie as soon as I walked on the lake, it's never a good start, is it? There we are. It's a beautiful tree. See all the bottom everywhere. He's all the way down into this bay. He's right down there. We can't see any fish, not yet. About 2/3 of the way round. I've got up every tree that I sort of know to look over all the sort of areas that I know them to get, and I haven't found anything yet. Conditions aren't mega for spotting. Generally, if they're right up in the layers or they're over something glowing, I can find them. But nothing as of yet. Keep looking. Sometimes these fish I know like an evening show, late evening, so it might be a case of just getting out here. I'm going to do this lap up the trees, then I'm going to do a good sit around in some good zones, you know, with good views, so I can hopefully see some fish bouncing out. I've actually seen a good mate round the corner, so he's got haziness. Swim with quite a good view, so maybe go and sit with him for a bit. But saying that, that can sometimes lead to you not looking at the water as much as you should be, so we'll see. I need to definitely find somewhere though. Love this, all glowing, all gravel. You can actually wade and walk all over this gravel here. I don't think you can see it, but it swims in, you can just walk all the way over it, right out into the pond. Mega fishing, but I've only ever seen the fish there once. Whew. Big mission on today. Didn't find any fish, so literally I've given myself an half decent view in a zone that I know can be a good productive zone where I've seen fish here before. I'm sort of on the wind. It's a swim. Not the greatest of views, I know, like I said, but yeah, I can get out in the way design to that pole in the morning. I can see pretty much everything. But I'll tell you one thing, I forgot how savage the eelgrass gets in here. This stuff, it's literally just savage. Real hard to find spots. Took me a good hour of leading to find a spot. That's only really half a spot, you know, just getting that drop through. Well, now I'm getting a good feel down and getting a bit soft at the bottom. There's a bit of silt there, a bit of crap, but yeah, I'm going to put some long hinges in it and a little bit of bait over the top, and then I'm just going to sort of chill in here for the night, stay up quite late, up early, see if I can locate the fish, and then hopefully, rather than mess around too much in this swim and not know where the fish are really, I'm sort of going on whims. Yeah, locate them first, then I'll go and have a good smash around if I need to. But yeah, it's really hard spot finding on here. Here's the old hinges, they're ready to go. Real long hinges, you know, near, what, 10 inches. 2 of them, one on a white, one on a brown, and just literally going to put 5-6 bombs over the top. Just so I've got a couple of rigs out for the night, and then we'll see what we've got to go on in the morning. I'm only fishing at 30-40 yards out. There's a lot of weed out there, so can't be fishing too far out. And I know it'll just be, it's literally top to bottom with weed. So yeah, I'll have a good play around tomorrow, but first I need to know where the fish are. So that's my main cause of concern. No, that's my main, I don't even know what it is. That's the main thing I'm going to concentrate on. Yeah, finding the fish tonight and in the morning. That's the main thing. And this evening, you never know, but I've got about half hour left of light now, so I really need to get these rods out. Bait wise, just going for the old krill. I know they love the krill now, I've caught on a krill before. And just a little bit of hemp, maple and tiger, crushed tiger there. Just a nice little mix. Just going to chop a few of these up, put them into chops. Not going to go heavy with the bait. So I'm just dropping a couple of rods into a little silt hole, which I reckon it's probably the size of a sort of a ground sheet, one man. But yeah, there's little bits of weed and that. I spent quite a bit of time leading, like I said, and also bit of rake, put the rake through it a little bit. Just to make sure that it is clear and I can present the rigs, but it's still not clear enough to put them on the deck. I've put long hinges because it is quite silty, so I know that them hooks are always going to be fishing. So slow sinking, them hook baits just going down, so if it does land on any top of it, little bits of strandy weed and that, it'll still be sitting presented and fishing. That's it.
So you're chilling out, relaxing, listening for fishes. Me Philly went on now this morning's gone down. Not very well. Wanking, obviously. But I was up till late, ended up staying up till probably about 1, gone 1. Had a bit of a mooch either side of me. Put my phone on silent. Had a bit of a mooch around and that, nothing occurring. Didn't hear nothing. I had one savage line about 4 o'clock this morning, and that's me been up since then. About 4:15 got out of bed. Nice morning. Ended up cracking a brew on, having a coffee as you do, getting charged up. Waded out for a nice good view of the pond. So I'll probably see 78% of the lake, I'd say, yeah, from this one swim. Only when you wade out though, because when you're in here, it's real boxy, tunnel vision. So waded out and I stood out there for ages, good long time, and then went down to one of the lads, one of my mates who's fishing a couple of swims down. He's got a nice view from there, not seen anything. Hardly anything to go on. I see one tench not far from my spot and that was it. So and that's been it. Been sat here now, it's about 6:30. So I've been up a couple of hours now. Had a nice bacon butty. Nice and crispy, just how I like it. I had 2 of them actually. That's it really. I'm just waiting for hopefully the sun to come out, but it looks like it's just going to be quite an overcast day. Yeah, just waiting to see if I see any signs, anything to go on. If not, I'll give it till this afternoon, no doubt. Have a mooch about, see if we can go find them again. Got to check that spot down in the corner. I love that area. Definitely love that area. I'm half considering maybe moving into that swim that sort of controls that water. But we'll see. I've got a good bit of time. It's Friday today, so I imagine lads will be turning up, but probably later on. So I've got a good bit of time. That's why I give it to this afternoon and then see where we're at. Go mooching. Like I say, it's very low stock, very big pond. It's very, very weedy at the minute. So them fish can disappear into that weed, or into one of the little bays or the out of bounds or whatever, and just go undetected for long periods of time. So it's just a case of keeping the eyes peeled and ears open is open. Yeah, just trying to go on, trying to see anything you can to go on. Sometimes I've known them to show like mad, and then other times they can just go, especially when that weed's up. It'd be nice if it was flat calm, it'd be a lot easier for spotting them if they were showing up. Just cruising around under the surface. It's not that deep, so they do like getting up in them wires. Well, we'll see what today brings. Day hunting, no doubt. Back's in bits. New bed's good though. Tracker oval system, top marks.
Basically, God's came in, 11 o'clock, and just I've been stood down in a point swim. Well, one sec, it's got a car. Been stood down in the point swim, it's got a really good view, and I've seen one bounce out, massive spray right next to one sec, right next to one of the floating, right, it's like a bucket. So I know exactly where it was, so I've come all the way down the other end to get a better view of where it is, back where I was yesterday. Yeah, sort of tells me that it could be on the back of this wind. Right, the white bucket is there, it's right in the middle of sort of nowhere. Oh, this is it. That one there. But it was right next to that. And it's definitely back of the wind. So, I'm going to have a good sit down here. I'm going to get round in a swim round there. And have a good view on this end of the lake. Stand in this stump swim for a bit. And then go around there, I think. Give me a real good view. But yeah, obviously because I've got nothing going, not been putting any bait in anywhere, I don't know any zones or anything, I need to almost fish on sightings, and that was definitely a sighting. Oh, there he fell over. Yeah, so I'll probably sit here for a bit. We've got a real good view of that bucket from here. This whole end of the lake, there it is. So yeah, I'll stand here for a bit, hopefully. So it sticks its head out. I think there's a bit of a hatch going off. The swallows are out. Gulls have been going mad, so yeah. See if anything happens down here. Yeah, they're definitely up this end of the lake. I've just seen another two. Just trying to eye up where that's closest to. So like dead centre of the lake. Oh God. Yeah, basically I'm literally there. All around that bucket. Showing in the afternoon. Nice. Yeah, I'm just going to go around the other side of the lake and eye it up from over this side, but it looks like this angle's probably the best, so I'm going to see if... Yeah, I'm not going to rush into anything, because it could be on the move, it could be showing on the move, it could be hanging there, who knows, so I'm just going to hang fire, go around the other side and watch them from there, see if they're moving, see if they're backing up, see if any more showing different zones up here. But that's telling me that the fish are definitely down this end. You know, to see that one in the afternoon and then bang come down here and then another two within sort of 10 minutes. So it tells me the fish are down this end. You gotta act on these sort of things, on these sort of lakes, 100%. You know, low stock, big pits. It's a bit dodgy walking this blind corner. Dodgy! Alright, it's now panic stations. Just been round seeing matey. Well, I didn't know he was there. He's turned up today, one sec. He's turned up today. I know him, right? He's a good lad. And yeah, while I'm stood with him, I saw like another four. They're on a hatch. But there's another swim over in the woods that sort of fishes that zone. I can get myself round there quick time, because it is Friday and anyone can turn up. And yeah, I'll drop this jumper in there and jobs are good and get my gear But I'll probably sit there for a little bit, just make sure they're not moving, you know, holding in that zone, and also just line them up, sort of thing. Probably won't attack that zone. I'm going to find somewhere around there. It's middle of the pond, so alright, I'll be careful going around this blind bend facing traffic. Yeah, alright, bear with me, mission on. Wow, that was a mission of a move. I brought the three-wheel barrow to help me with my back. That was a big mistake, trying to get a three-wheel barrow through all these little windy paths and tracks, overgrown and that. Should have known better. Oh, and I've got a flat tyre on it, which makes it like 10 times as hard. I had to take some kit off. Flat. Whew. What I'm here, I'm in the swim. That's all that matters. Got the boat out in a minute though, so that's gonna set me back a bit. But yeah, it sort of offers me that white buoy is just around the back of this spit, so I can fish out to this open water and hopefully the fish will move down in this area. We'll see. But yeah, I'm in. Basically I can wade out of these trees a little bit, it's around the corner there, and chuck out. And that's that. Bit of a mission to get the rods in, but all's good. Whew.
Basically, I've got all my gear into that swim, hence all the sweaty head. And yeah, because the boat out and that, you know, I ain't going to be getting sorted in there till later on, no doubt. Because that's where the boat's sort of dismount and that. So I've come back down to the stump swim that gives me this view, and that's that. So I can see a good view. I haven't seen any out near the bucket again, but I did just see a dorsal fin out the water, real short here, about so probably 30 yards out. What's the chances of that? So there's a fish right on the back of this wind, and it was a real crusty thing as well. And the ones that I'm after are really crusty. So after trekking all the gear around there, oh what? Look at this, grebe. Look at him going sick. He doesn't like something then. The old grebe. Oh no, that's a coot. Where's the grebe? There. Takes a lot to scare them. There you go again. Takes a lot to scare them. Must have run into a fish, I reckon. Oh God. Might be another move on the cards here. Oh, this coot's on guard as well. He's really on guard. Oh, yeah, there's definitely some fish here. Okay, he's very high alert. Neck up, reared back. No other coots in the area either, so they're not having beef. Yeah. Who'd have thought it, right on the back of this sexy southwesterly. But it has been blowing a while. I asked one of the other lads, how long's this southerly been blowing? He's like ages. And obviously I haven't been down these ways for a while now. He said it's been blowing over a week, so all makes sense. Right, there's definitely big groups of carp here. See these swans, what's these? These are attacking the fish, protecting their young. Keep seeing the odd dorsals. Look at him, what? He's attacking the carp. Look at him. Really onto him. Yeah, I keep seeing dorsals popping out. Oh, bang. Oh. Really, really protective over the young. Telltale sign, you know. Look, bang. Really need these swans to stop doing this. I'm tempted to maybe just fire some bait down to the left-hand side. Because only short, these fish, real short. I just waded across here. You see me pole there, leading rod. But I'm not going to lead up, I can't. These fish will be off, so I'm thinking, I know there's a sort of
series of bars that run across here. Imagine they're probably swimming across a bar, these fish, so it's a really tricky one because it's so weedy. Are they swimming through the weed or are they on the bars? This is where it'd be nice to have some reps for the bars. In an ideal world, I might just try a couple of leads maybe in that area and that exact range. The swans are giving the range away perfectly. And the swans, yeah. Whoa, hello. Whoa, beautiful close up, I know. Yeah, maybe with them swans just attacking them quite viciously there, and that might have just pushed them off a little bit, give me a little window. I just need to get a drop. If I can get a drop and fishing, simple as that. I've got half my tackle here. Basically, seen a load more sort of dorsals and that the odd one, so walked around and got half my tackle, the sort of the expensive bits, if you like. Yeah, I sort of left the barrow and the bed chair and food bags around there for now. I just thought I'd come and have a lead up at minimum. And if I do move here, I've also already got sort of half my kit here, because obviously having a flat wheel on my barrow and a right mission of a push, I thought I'd scale down the tackle that I've got to push around if I am coming here, but it seems like I've got to come here now. I feel like a couple of leads, see if I can get some drops just short here where them fish are, and yeah, a couple of rods out, catty some bait down to the left here to get these swans preoccupied, or maybe down to the right in another swim or something, get them swans out of the way. It might give me an opportunity. Something to go on, better than sitting down there blanking. Doing it, we're doing it like that. Found 3 nice little spots. Just there's like a series of bars and a bit of a plateau sort of in front of this swim, so yeah, just gonna sort of stagger them across there. Just hoping that I'm not gonna have dramas with these swans. Ugh, anything that could cost me. So I chose this swim again, just as opposed to the open water, the woods, to avoid the boats as well tomorrow, because it's weekend tomorrow. Don't know if you can see me. Yeah, it's weekend tomorrow, so yeah, they'll be out, and that swim's unfishable with the boats out, as this one's okay. Yeah, swim looks like a bomb's hit it. Everything's everywhere as it should be, and yeah, just got these don't look like bombs hit it. Oh, did he? It's gone for 3 inches, all krill. It's gone for sort of match the hatch, but I've gone for the brown as opposed to any brights. I don't mind fishing brights, but with these swans, brights are going to be nightmares, aren't they? Because it's not very deep, like I say, fishing on some quite shallow ground, and I'm hoping that them fish that I saw earlier, them dorsals, sort of using these bars as roads. I presume they were, because I very rarely see fish swimming through thick weeds. You know, they don't really swim in the weeds. You know, they use either gullies or bars as roads. When it's real thick weed, the only time they get in that weed is when they're up to something. You know, they're either ripping something up or they're after some safety. They don't generally travel in the thick weed. It just makes no sense. It's causing them extra energy, isn't it? You know, to try and push through weed and all that. And it's real thick. So yeah, I've actually chose to swim to the right of the one that was in, where the fish were. The fish were sort of over here, the ones with the dorsals. Another swim actually fishes that water, but they were making their way across back into, and I just knew that there was a nice plateau area out here. There's more bars here. There's not loads of nice areas here, and again a nice view. So yeah, I opted to fish this way, as I could only find one spot to the left in the swim to the left, and it just wasn't enough. You know, I need more than one rod out. Well, you don't, but you know, I felt like in here I could get 3 rods just staggered across these bars and plateaus and that, and just sort of space them out, give them a few spoms of bait and see what happens. It's going to be a lot warmer tomorrow. The full moon coming for sort of Sunday into Monday. This fish is known for doing bites on the moon. It's just like everything's so right. I mean, I could end up somewhere else tomorrow, who knows, but I think it's definitely worth seeing it out until the afternoon or a bit later on. at least, you know, to see if them fish turn back up. They were crusty backs, crusty dorsal fins. Get them out. Well, not long after getting the rods out, well, good hour. Yeah, just see old Cootie here, he just spooked right off. He weren't happy about something. Over this way, not too far from where I'm fishing really. So yeah, signs of a fish back in the area. The only thing that could cause me dramas are these. Because I'm fishing on shallow ground here, real shallow. He's probably on my bait there. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see, hopefully. Can keep him at bay, but I've got the young with them, so any little bit of fret and so they will get off, so we'll see. Well, that couldn't have gone any better. Just had to nip out of swim, come back, swans are gone, beer's ready to open, pizza's ready to go. Oh yeah, happy days. That is a happy me, without a doubt. Here's to the big one. Any carp would do from here, anything. Probably take attention in a minute. Definitely fish though here, look. All flicking in the old dorsal. Yes. Not a million miles away. Literally next door. Just here. As I say, I did try and lead up in here, but could only find one spot that way, which is fishable from next door. So, and there's more spots in there, so just sort of give them this bit of free water. If I could have found spots in there, I would have 100% fished here, but it would have just took too much leading. You know, I'll probably put 15 leads out in here, maybe even 20, and I knew straight away. And it's eelgrass as well. If anyone knows eelgrass, it's absolutely savage. It's not like Canadian where you can bounce the lead over the top of it. As soon as that lead goes in the water, if you've hit eelgrass, it's choked up and you've got to wind it all in and you've got to rechuck it. So it's almost like you've got to land straight into a spot. And that to do on a lake like this with very little fish, so there's very little spots, is very hard to do. Yeah. But I'm not a million miles away and they're definitely patrolling up and down here. So, happy days! Woo! Oh, he didn't like that. See if he tries again. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, he didn't like that. Yeah, I think I'll leave them alone. Yeah, you better add mate as well. Muppet. Just had a bit of an occurrence, lost one. I'm a bit 50-50 as to what it was. It could have been a tench, but I did hear a fish which is just to my right here in these reeds. I've got like a little set of reeds and then it sort of bowls back. I had one about 10:30. It is now 11:30. That's the closest rod to that zone. And obviously been seeing fish here anyway, but sort of up and down at first. And yeah, and then it just started taking line. I had a good bit of connection with it. Felt a bit tappy, so I'm not 100% convinced it was a carp, but yeah, definitely lost it anyway. Just don't think I had it on for long enough, or give it enough to nail it for whatever reason. Almost makes me think that's why it was a tench as well, just because I got the hinges on. I have known hinges to be a good sort of rig to avoid them tench at times. And so much so where I've seen myself actually get cleared out and tend to leave the hinge, you know, or do it. Whether that be down to the mechanics or what, I don't know. But anyway, something happened. It took me 3 casts to get it back out, which weren't great. But you know, night casts. If it had been maybe 2-3 in the morning, I would have just left it out. But we've only been early, and it's weedy. It ain't going far. Yeah, but it's definitely out. See what the night brings. It's good that I had one though. Definitely made the right choice. Ding! Who's texting me at this time? Focus. I've got it. I've got the baby black. I am so buzzed. It's literally nearly 4 o'clock. Could not be more perfect timing. She's in the bag. It's 45 plus, without a doubt. Wow. Wow, I've worked for that. I wouldn't say I've worked for it overall, but this session. Hell. Get in there. Coffee on. Not that I need it. I am pumped. How? What? I am. God, everything is like that was meant to be, that capture. I haven't done hard time on it obviously this year anyway, but over the time I've done quite a bit of time on it, you know. Spring after Burfield, I did a little bit of time then the following spring and last spring and this spring and this winter, you know, so it all amounts up. I never really did a full hard year, but I have done a lot of time on it and put in a lot of sort of effort and hard work in the past. This year obviously, this is it's obviously I will take a slice and look at the end of the day, but I would have never just turned up to this lake, not been here before or done any work here before, knowing it, you know, on a pit like this you do need time, but I feel like I've done it in the past, so I could just sort of drop on. I found them and literally fish from, simple as that. I know that makes it sound simple, it ain't simple, trust me, it's been so hard, just this session alone, you know. And the thing is, and there's some real good lads on here, you know. I feel a little bit guilty in a way, because there's a lot of lads doing hard time on it, you know, and obviously I've just sort of snuck on, if you like, and had it. But I'm sure them lads will sort of feel that I have done sort of bits on here over the time, so it's a little bit deserved in one sense, hopefully. Sorry lads. But yeah, buzzing, and what a time to catch it, because I've got hour and a half. She's in the bag, she's nice and safe. I've got in a nice bit of water. She's in the sack, plenty of oxygen, no weed around it and that, so she's nice and safe. And yeah, got a couple of lads coming down the camera and that, absolutely buzzing my off. Even like the move and the moving into the woods and the barrow wheel flat and then moving back out and having to carry my gear, you know, 2 trips and walk it all the way around, and just like the things like that, you know. I moved
you know, on the signs of, you know, I see a little crusty dorsal. And then the Swans was the first thing attacking the fish, you know. And then spending hours doing the lead in, and oh God, everything just, it's like it was meant to be, that one. I'll tell you now, how it stayed on. I had a good idea it was it from the start. Bang, just stripping line. Yeah, just totally going for it. Yeah, and sorry, yeah, I just sort of lost myself a minute there. Yeah, such shallow water here. Yeah, it was just on the surface, rocking, and it gone through the other line, and there's a load of weed just short here that it just came through, and it was thrashing around. It was mega commotion, you know, and you know, I was thinking any minute now this is gonna pop off, and I knew it was a good one. It was wallowing, doof, doof, like you just know when it's a good fish. And yeah, the other line was wrapped around. I could feel it grating, but that's the beauty of the braid. She just kept coming and coming and coming, and wow, was she nailed. Absolutely nailed. Size 4 straight in the bottom lip. It weren't going anywhere. It would have had to cut me off. But yeah, if I'd have got that in the scissor or just nicked it or something, it would have come off. Wow, I'm waffling now. I'm going to leave it, and then I'll get some when I get her out, get some footage. But buzzing. Get in there. Sake. A baby black, and I got another one.
On the remaining rod. The thing is, she's a margin. Got to be careful here. Braced it with a 10. That's a good 9-pounder if I've ever seen one. Go on, girl. Now I've got no rods in. Oh, who cares? And there's my alarm.
This makes all the effort all worth it. Sick. Zill rig. I don't know why I'm saying old before everything. There's the old rig, ready for the old pigs. Old double ring swivel. Size 4. She weren't going anywhere. She was nailed. Absolutely nailed. Old hinge does it again. Thing was as well, is because it's so shallow, it's about, I'd say it's about 2.5 foot of water. Little scrapes of, whoa. Yeah, because it's so shallow, it took me ages to find these little spots and that. And obviously all the swans were terrorising me, but yeah, what I did is, generally I use 4 or 5 ounce leads, but I just dropped the lead in size, just so I had a bit more time to get that drop after it hit the water. And I could literally, because I know it's on the hinge, so the hinge is sort of sat up in the air when it goes down, I could just give it a little tiny pull just to make sure it was on that scrape of gravel. Bang. Happy days. But yeah, obviously, generally on clean ground like that, a lot of people, and sometimes me, I'd put noodles out, you know, on the deck. But because obviously with me fishing over quite a bit of weed and me line way and them swans, and I knew the fishery, I knew I was probably going to be asking for liners, which I did get last night, and with the swans and all that. Had I put noodles on, them hooks would have been probably dragging on that gravel. That's why I opted to fish hinges, because hinges on the top of gravel just don't look great for me, but obviously I had to do it for that reason, especially using the lighter leads and braid as well. Braid, lighter leads and liners, you're asking for the rig to get dragged. So yeah, just for that confidence in my mind, gotta have it. Only one way to celebrate really, isn't he? Nice bacon butty. Got a wild boar turning up in a minute.
Jobs are good, and gonna cook up a couple of bacon butties, have a brew. Sun's just rising. The perfect morning. Yeah. Oh. $45.6?
Yeah, man.
45.6.
Woo!
Yeah. Get them off. Hey, Gilad! How about that for an ending? Wow. Wow. What a buzz. That is why we do it, man. Wow. Insane. Insane. And I felt like that was massively deserved after all that effort yesterday. Obviously I haven't done much time on there this year. A little bit early winter, Jan, Feb. But I have done time on there in the past. So it's not like I've just gone on and whacked out. I mean, not that that's not deserved even if I did. But yeah, I've done enough time on there to feel like, yeah, I deserve that. And yeah, definitely angled for it. Job's a good one.
Hello?
You alright, Mum?
Yes, he is.
Yeah, I am this morning.
Why?
I just thought I'd ring you and let you know I caught the big one this morning.
No way!
Yeah,
Oh,
buzzing.
what weight?
45.6. Yeah,
For your loudspeaker.
yeah,
Well done. What?
45.6. The baby black. The baby black. It's called. Ah, it's sick. Honestly, I'll send you some. I'll send you some pictures soon.
Definitely.
Just
What
had-
time did you catch that?
I did early hours this morning, just before first light. Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah, I got loads of mega pictures and footage and all that. But yeah, I'll send some pictures when I get to Oxford because I've finished on there now. That's the only one I wanted. So yeah, I'm going to a different lake now. We've got a couple more nights.
Lovely, lovely.
All
well
right.
done, hon. Yeah.
Right.
Keep me smiling.
All
Keep
right.
me smiling. Love you.
All right, love you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Oh dear. She brings me the luck. She's the one who carted me everywhere as a kid. Driving, dropping me off at lakes. And my old man used to fish with him, so always make sure they know. Eggy lads!